In today's video, I'm going to show you the most budget-friendly full day of eating consisting of 5 meals, and it still hits my protein goals, my budget goals on a cut. Then I'm going to head over to the store and show you how expensive these products actually are. So let's get to it. Starting with first course of the day, protein oats. So what I'm gonna do, very simply, protein plus oatmeal. In you go. And now we just wait. Very cheap, very filling, full of protein. That checks all my boxes. And now you just add in your desired protein powder. Good as ever, gloopy as ever. I know it may not look as tasty or as appetizing, but this is actually appetizing. I've made many shorts on this because it's just so good. It's so cheap, and I've been eating this for about a month every single breakfast. That's how good it is. So I'm gonna get to it and eat it. Good old trusty porridge. And I mean, you cannot go wrong with porridge if you're on a budget, because this is hella cheap. Look at this, for example. If I'm using 100 grams per day, that's like less than 10 cents. So definitely go with porridge if you're on a budget. And that's what I went for breakfast. Protein powder, also just your basic stuff. I mean, if you're on a diet, you're gonna need protein powder for your protein, especially if you're trying to get cheaper stuff. So this stuff, I got it for even cheaper, but protein powder is usually cheaper than even meat. So protein powder is definitely something that you're gonna have to use if you're on a cut and on a budget. Pre-workout meal. For pre-workout meal, I'm having 8 of these Weetabix. And someone in the comments said that they look like sawdust, and they do, but it's a sacrifice that I'm willing to take. These are very delicious. Well, okay, not delicious. They're delicious on a cut. They're also very filling, has a lot of fiber, and just 8 of these costs 80 cents, and it provides enough carbohydrates for my training. And pre-workout meal, obviously you cannot go wrong with a pre-workout meal. Just take, if you want to go even cheaper than this, just take anything that's sweet, has high carbs, and that can be your budget pre-workout meal. But I go with this. I got these for even cheaper. I got one piece was 10 cents. So if I eat 8 in a day, that's 80 cents. Here they're a bit more expensive, but yeah, I go with Weetabix. And those are just a great pre-workout meal. They're filling, and they also have a lot of carbs. So I just go with them. Meal 3 and post-workout meal is gonna be just a protein shake. This is just to get that extra protein in during the day, and especially right after a workout. So I literally just take 1 scoop of protein powder. That's about 24 grams of protein and about 100 calories. And that just adds another 65 cents to the total. Comment down below how perfect that scoop is. Now lunch is a very simple concoction. So obviously if you're on a budget, and especially if you are on a cut, you're gonna want to eat a lot of salad. So here, basically 3/4 of the food here is just salad. For the salad part, we obviously have frozen vegetables, and also we have extra added carrots. So I just kind of mix them together, and then that turns out pretty great, I would say. And for the meat part here, we have minced 18% beef and that honestly is the cheapest that you can find. Obviously, the macros on that are not too great. Like if you wanted to be full, if you wanted to eat filling foods, you'd probably eat like chicken or maybe pork instead of 18% minced beef. But minced beef is super cheap, so if you're on a budget, you're gonna want to go for that. And on top of everything, we will add a huge amount of ketchup here. So this is about 100 grams of ketchup, and I know it looks like a lot, but I like my food very moist, so I do have to use some form of condiment. And this condiment, this ketchup, this reduced sugar one is amazing because per about 100 grams, it's only 30 calories. So this, if you look at all this is 30 calories. So this is absolutely amazing. And also, I mean, if I'm using 100 grams, that's only like 20 cents per 100 grams. So very cheap, and it does increase the taste of the food by a lot. But that is a pretty delicious budget lunch, and I'm gonna destroy it. In a day, you are gonna have to have some kind of meat. So I just picked the cheapest one. This one is 18% beef mince, and it's just cheap. And also, a lot of people don't like it for the amount of fat, but you need to get fat in a day. You need to get enough fat in a day, so I just go with this. And this pretty much fills me up. I only use 1/4 of this in a day, so that costs me about €1.10 per day. So super cheap, and I also get my daily fats from it, which are vital to you. Country mixed salad coming in clutch at €1 per kilogram is insane. And I use about half in a day, so it's 50 cents. But this is absolutely clutch. Frozen salad, first of all, cheap, and it's gonna be filling, so this is also something that I definitely use. And as you also see with the carrots, those are actually super cheap, and I also found a deal, so I got them even cheaper. But you gotta be looking for these kind of deals. But yeah, I also use carrots for my salad. Now for ketchup, that's obviously pretty basic, and I just like to pretty much moisturize my food. I mean, some people can go without condiments, but this find is absolutely legendary. Reduced sugar ketchup is legendary. Low calories, and it's so good. And I use basically like a tub in 2 days. So this find is definitely legendary. And last meal, best meal, the exact same meal as the lunch. Just the minced beef, the 18%, the carrots, the frozen vegetables, and the ketchup, reduced sugar ketchup all over the food. And this just looks delicious. So I'm gonna destroy this as the last meal, and then we can go and count how much I actually spent in this day. And the total of the day ends up being €4.45. The breakfast was 75 cents. The pre-workout meal was 80 cents. Post-workout meal was 65 cents. Lunch was €1.12, and dinner was €1.12. As per the calories, it ends up being around 2,200 calories, while still hitting about 130 grams of protein and about 40 to 50 grams of fats. And besides that, that'll be it, and I'll see you in the next video.